Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge and welcome back to Farm Manager World, where today I think we continue the watery theme that we've had going on for a little while now here on the lovely people's farm by checking out what a cultivation pond can do for us. So these are new, these are exciting new things that I think they added about a month ago, possibly-ish. It was around a month, give or take a week maybe, but I'm not really sure what they do. So let's take a look, shall we? And then we can just, have an even waterier bit of the farm over here to go with all the fishing ponds. So that there is a cultivation pond. It's under the other part of the building menu. It costs 20,000 farm manager monies to get built, which is fine. I mean, at the minute we've got 32.5 million, so 20 grand is nothing really at all. It costs 350 to maintain, and it's used for growing aquatic plants. Now, I think we did take a look at something over here that might be of use. So it was in, where was it? Was it in that factory there, the food processing plant? I think there are a few things in here that we looked at. I mean, I think possibly this could be handy. We could possibly grow, say, rice and maybe nori over in the cultivation ponds and then make our own sushi. We could make our own little sort of hosomaki roll type things. That could be quite good. Because then maybe, yes, we could get another one of those factories in, have one making the lovely, lovely shrimps in sauce, and another one making the little kind of sushi roll type thing. So that could be quite handy. That'd be good. But there was something else, and I forget where it was. It was jars of something. Hang on, where was it? It's got to be around here somewhere. Is it under the vegetable processing plant? It was it this? And that's bamboo. It was this here. That was it. Because these seem to be quite profitable things. Pickled lotus stems. So yes, we have to grow some lotus flowers. And then, I don't know, we chop the flowery bits off. Not quite sure what we do with those. And then take the stems, pickle them, and then sell them on for huge big piles of cash. So I think it's well worth looking at. I mean, there might be just awful things and they might not work properly with the climate or whatever. I'm not sure, but I think let's take a look at one, shall we? How is this going to work exactly? And the big question is, where do we put them? Where do we put these things? I think maybe we keep this area here and this area here free for a couple of extra orchards. I just want to grow some more fruit over here. Maybe some different types of fruit, possibly. I don't know. So I think let's not put them there. This here is going to be all for sort of production stuff. So more factories and whatever else. So maybe we have to go over here. I mean, we have got a little bit of room just here. We could fit one in just here, just to take a look and see how they work. Right, so they're not quite as big as the fish pond things. So if we put one... I mean, how would we work this? Would we have them like that? Would we have them going along that main road? So a bit like that. 1, 2, and 3. And then possibly 4. Hang on. I've had an idea. Can we go into planning mode? Okay, let's go like this, look. So if we planned to put one there, and then another one there, and another one there, and another one there, and then we had a road going around the edge, would that be good? Do you know what? No, I don't like that actually. Hang on. Can we get rid of that? Can we get rid of that one, get rid of that one, and then have a road coming through here? So would that be better? Or would it be better to have them sort of the other way around? I'm not quite sure. Hang on. Right, let's dither about with this for a bit. Yay for dithering. So we could have them one like that. So are we in planning mode? Yes, okay. And then one like that. Whatever the case, the road here can't go straight on. So I think maybe, is it better to have them side on down one central road coming through here? I think it is. I think it is. So that's what we'll do. So we will have a cultivation pond just here. So boop, not in planning mode. This is fine. And then if we have another one... in fact, do we need another one right now? I'm going to put a road sort of there. I think that's where the road was, wasn't it? There-ish, hopefully. Is that where the road needed to go? Okay, let's find out together, shall we? Yay, there we go. We got in the right place. So, tick time on a bit. Let's see what we can do with this, because I don't know how many people need to work at a cultivation pond. I don't know whether it needs certain resources within range or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't know how this works. So, speed time on a little bit. They can't be that complicated to build. Certainly not So vertically, sure, unless they're going downwards, surely they need to dig into the ground. So here we go. There is a cultivation pond. Okay, so no road yet. That's fine. I know we haven't done that bit yet. That's okay. So it looks like there's a nice little sort of shed over there. And yeah, the obligatory crates, because it wouldn't be a building in Farm Manager without some crates. So yay for the crates. And then there's just a little sort of, like a jetty, sort of a pier type thing. And then water, just lots of water. Okay, right. Let's take a look at what we can do. Oh, you can upgrade it. Install organic upgrade for 5,000 monies. And then we can't buy any plants. Is that because we haven't got a road connected? Is it getting so fussy about a lack of a road? Okay, hang on. Right. You've got a road. Right, now we can buy plants. Because, yeah, the game was saying you can't get plants to it because there isn't a road. What is happening here? So if we press that. So do you want to install the organic upgrade? Okay, I'd love to. I can think of nothing more I would like to do. Right, and then go for plants. Okay. So species selection, lotus or nori. And then we can have them with the bio versions. Okay. Okay, so maybe... Now, does this have to be far away from everything else? Because these fish here, these aren't bio fish or whatever. So if we say, I'd like to grow some lotus stuff. Oh, hang on. Have I just put... I think I might have just put 2 lots of lotus in. Hang on. No, that's... I didn't realise that was how it worked. Oh, no, sorry. We haven't done that. It's pop things into the warehouse, look. So yeah, so if I said, let's buy 50 of those, hang on. How about, just for a bit of an example here, what if we didn't buy 50? What if we bought, for example, 1? Buy 1 bio lotus. Just one lovely eco-lotus, if you like. There we go. So an organic lotus. So it takes 90 days to grow. If we get that, that's what, 45... Oh no, we get 45 kilograms worth of stuff out of it. That makes us a little bit of money. And the temperature has to be between 15 and 30. Which, okay, granted, some of the time it isn't. And that's just, yeah, that's a problem that we'll have to deal with. That's fine. Survivable temperature range... 10 to 45. I mean, it does get quite cold at points because we're on a European farm just outside of Northampton. That's where the lovely people's farm is. So this might struggle. This might not work very well, but we shall take a look anyway. It's a water plant, a perennial plant, and a multi-harvest crop, as is the nori. So the nori is like sort of a seaweedy type thing, isn't it? That's what the sort of the black stuff around the edge of little sort of sushi rolls is. Okay, so if we just buy that, if we say yes, put 1 of those in, and then we need to get some people. Okay, right. Where are the people going to be? Because I haven't factored in where people are going to be. There's... okay, not in those worker houses there because they're full. That one isn't full, but it is quite a long way away to over here, which is a bit of a bother, isn't it? How about then... we do a little bit of work over there. Okay, keep going over here. The lovely people's farm is now quite big, by the way. To scroll... Hang on, if we go from one side to the other, it is now quite a big... It's quite a grand endeavour. So over here, look. There you go. There's Oil Town. Here's another sort of farming machinery bit. We've got these fields here that effectively provide food for the animals. And there's our little sort of starting fields. It's exciting. This is where the honey is. Then we've got... the animals over here, farm owner house, orchards, greenhouses, production. Then we've got the watery bit. And then we're going to have more fields over here. So it's quite big. It's a big old place. But yes, if we head back over here, click on that, and then go to buy more land, I think we buy that bit there. Although that's as far as we can go in that direction. To the, I mean, I'm going to say west. I don't know. Are we facing north? Is that north there? I don't know. But I think we buy that. Boop. And we buy that. Boop. There we go. Do you know, in fact, just to stop any kind of bother, why don't we just buy all of the land either side of the road for a couple of tiles, a couple of squares? So now we've got a big block of land that we can work on. Okay, that should sort of stop any kind of issues and things. And then I think we go back over here and then we grab ourselves a road that can come along like that. This is fine. And then we're going to have at least one more of these, I think. So rotate that round and put that there. And then over here, can we have a big road? That is a bit of a nuisance. We can. I don't like how the big roads can't. They have to go into certain set area. I want to put it like there next to this, but it can't seem to do it. So we might have to have a little gap, which is a bit silly, isn't it? That is a bit daft. Okay. Because, yeah, as well, we're going to need somewhere to put all the crop from this. So hang on. How big is a warehouse? I assume this goes into here. I assume these products will go in. So we could have 3 like that. Yeah, that might work, actually. That might work. So how about we get a big road coming all the way up here like that. So put that in. And then I think there should be another big, sort of wide capacity road along there like that can link up. Okay, 10 grand well spent. Nice connected road. Then we just put a bit in there like that. There's a tiny roundabout or something. Right, there we go. And then in here, we can put the worker houses and we can put various other bits and bobs. And then we can have that coming across like that. And then, that just makes transport a little bit more efficient. Okie dokie. Right. So we now need to get the other stuff in. But first, look, I've learned a thing. There we go. Look, yay for power. We'll do that. And then we will put a power thing in like that. Bring it down. Then we'll get another power thing. Because we might as well do it properly if we're doing it now. So bring that down to there. Yay for power grids. And then... Okay, hang on. We need something kind of over here, I feel. Let's grab a road. Sorry, tree. Bring that road up like that. And then we can have another power thing just there to connect to that. And then we can get one final power thing to go in just here and connect up to that one. Is that connected? Connect, I tell you. There we go. And that one's sort of hanging around on its own. So I feel like we should bring that back down here just to create a loop. Because that's how power works, isn't it? It's all in loops and things. There we go. Lovely. Right. So that should then have power to that whole area. So now we're not going to find out that we haven't been able to plug things in, as often happens. So then I think we need a house for people. Yep, so we can pop those in. That's quite good. We put it in the corner. I think maybe if we put that there, look, sort of in the middle, then if we do have more cultivation ponds here, then, well, sort of over there, then people can just easily get to them. So that should be fine. So yeah, we'll put one just here, and then we will have a greenhouse. No, not a greenhouse, a warehouse. I don't want a greenhouse. A warehouse would be better. There we go. So pop one of those maybe on the other side, like that. So pop that in. That's quite a lot of money, but there we go. And then at some point, actually, we might need another logistics thing over here because the nearest one is there. And if this does start making a lot of stuff, then we are going to have to sort of move the stuff around quite quick. So if we put another one of those in, where are they? Just here. Logistics building. These are too big. These are very big. Okay, that might need to go across the road then. Okay, that's a nuisance, but never mind. Right, now let's just get this sorted, shall we? Because I want to see if that actually works. Is this going to work as expected? I don't know. I'm not really sure. So hang on. We need a road coming up the middle, don't we? Like that. Yes, there we go. Do it like this. So there we go. So we've got nice ponds. Yay for the cultivation ponds. But nobody working in them. Okay, we can sort that out. So if we go... Hang on a minute. Hang on. We need to rename this. Cultivation pond house. That makes perfect sense. There we go. Right. So over here, assign staff. Oh, there's quite a lot of people that we could assign, but no, we need to hire new people. And we need production people. Right, Sienna Doyle. We have got a lot of vacancies in some of our houses, but there you go. Cultivation pond house. We'll hire you, because that's manufacturing. No, is it manufacturing we need? It's what kind of building is it? Is it a production building? Or is it a plants building? I actually am not sure. Hang on. I mean, I sort of initially thought that it would be a production building, but it's not really. These guys, that's animals. I'd say it's a plants thing. Yeah, it's plants. Okay, no, that changes things a bit, doesn't it? Hang on. Assign staff. Go to here. Plants. Okay, so Riley Holmes. There we go. Let's get the right people in. So cultivation pond. Riley, in you go. You know you want to do some cultivating of things. And then over here, yes, actually, hang on. Go to bio. Can we? Oh, hang on. No, we haven't got the bio upgrade for that yet. Let me do that, please. There we go. Right. And then over here, nori. Can we have one lot of bio nori, please? There you go. One lot of that. So one, please. Yes. So buy that in. And if that works, we'll just add loads more in afterwards. But that's what we'll do for now. And then assign some staff. There we go. Hire a new person. Plants, plants, plants. A minute, it's you. Leon Gray. Looking good. Leon. There you go. Cultivation pond. Boop. Right. So 2 people here. Oh, look. There's little plants. We've actually got some lotuses or lotus. But they're growing over here. Okay, and then maybe over here. Oh, look! And there's the nori. It grows on these little sort of... I don't know what they are. Not quite sure what that is. Like a sort of a mesh? Does it grow through the mesh and then along that to sort of grow up onto it? And then you take it off that kind of mesh bit? But we're not being told that we can't grow the bio stuff because it's too near to non-bio things. So yes... It's, we can actually have the organic variants of the lotus and the nori. Okay, this is very intriguing. Okay, so if we manage this then and say, right, okay, buy the rest. Buy everything. So 29,400, as we've seen, money not an object. Do that. Oh, right. That got busy very quickly and it just magically appears. You don't need somebody to ship that in. Okay, and the same here then, please. Buy 49 lots of the lotus, the bio lotus. So do that. And there we go. Right. Very planty. Very planty indeed. How do we see how long that's going to take to grow? Is that, hang on the right hand side of each one there appears to be, I mean, that's quite hard to see. And if you're watching this on a phone, you might struggle. But on the right hand side of the picture, there is a sort of a darkish coloured bar, and just there is a tiny orange bit on the first lotus that we planted that's more than the orange bit that's appearing on the other lotuses that have just gone in. I assume that's telling us how much that's grown. So yeah, it did take whatever it was, 90 days, didn't it? So that's going to take a little while, but it looks like we can actually have them. It's not going to complain about the fact that, it's too near to the things. We can have the organic variants of those, and I think it should be okay. Which is good news. Okay, right. Splendid. So with that done, let's get some more. Let's get some more of these things in. I think we can get at least another 2. We can get another 2 of these in. That should be fine. So go to here. It's under other, which is a bit of an oddity, the fact that it's under other. Because they are still, still plants, isn't it? But there you go. Right, so get them in. And then we'll have another one of each. So we'll have another nori one and another lotus one. And then we'll see what we can do with them. Because, I don't know how much we get out. Is it going to be enough? I actually may be thinking about it. 2 of these isn't really going to be enough to supply an entire factory, is it? It's not going to be enough to supply a factory to make the pickled lotus, whatever it was, stems and the nori sort of stuff to make the sushi rolls. I don't know if that's going to be enough. We will have to see at the point of the first harvest. But okay, so we can do this, look. So, oh no, we can't because I haven't done the bio upgrade thing, dearie me. Okay, so we're on that one over there. So that one We want to have bio nori. Yes, please fill that up. This one here, we would like to have bio lotus. Splendid stuff. Okay, then get some people in. Please have people available. Planty people. Good. I was going to say no planty people, but they're at the end there. Okay, Elliot Byrne, into the cultivation pond house with you. And over here, there was somebody else. I think I just saw them. Boop. Go to here. And who was it? Caleb Gray. Right, so cultivation pond, hire you. So now they've got people working in them. And I think that's it. They don't really need any kind of input. They don't need, I don't know, fertilizer or, I don't know, food to go into the water or whatever. I think it just they're just going to grow. It's just going to happen, which is quite good. I will admit, I thought rice was going to be in these. Because rice tends to be grown in a lot of water, doesn't it? You grow rice in, soggy, sodden fields. But no, it just seems to be the nori and the lotus. But there we go, that's fine. So a new exciting thing has appeared. This is good. And I wonder, while they're working on that, because that's going to take a while. I mean, that lotus is, a 10th of the way through, maybe an 8th possibly. But it's nowhere near done. Nowhere near done at all. So whilst they work on that, I wonder if we can get some fields over here set up and then get the new orchards in. Because then they might be ready for next year, possibly. The planting? Plums are planting? What? Why are they planting plums? The plums are done, are they not? Hang on, what's happened here? Why have they got rid of the plums? Is that what happens? Do plum trees only have a certain amount of uses and then they get rid of them and have to replant them? Oh. Okay. I didn't know that. This is a surprise. That's not a new plum field, is it? No, there's the apricots. There's the apricots. Right. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. I assumed that once the orchards were in, that was kind of it. They just kept on producing fruit. But no, they appear to be replanting the plums, which is a surprise. Okay, fine. Yep, there we go. Right, let's do this. By the way, a few people in the comments, and thank you, by the way, have pointed out that you can connect fields together if you've got slightly wonky shapes. So if we wanted to, for example, have, let's say we wanted a field there, and there was a field, I know there's a hill here, but if we wanted a field sort of just here, we'd have to make them as two individual fields, but then you can use this to connect them together. It kind of links the fields together, so you can even have fields that are not rectangular. They can go round corners and have angles and things like that. They can have slightly wonky shapes. So thank you for pointing that out, commenting people, because I didn't know. I was completely unaware of this. So that's quite good. That's quite good. Also, we've got a lot of jute fabric, I noticed, building up, and quite a lot of jute itself. Do we need to? Possibly. We're auto trading the jute fabric. That's good. That'll just clear off in a bit. The actual jute. Now I know it's taken us a long while to actually produce the jute, but we do have a lot of it and it's going to clog things up. So I think, like we do with the hemp and everything else and the sunflowers, let's sell above 50,000 of the jute. There we go. So let's do this. So jute, sell above 50,000, please. There we go. Right, so do that. Splendid. Do you know what? The other day I saw I went on holiday recently. It was lovely with some friends. It was very nice. And we went to Sweden. There was a jute bag. I picked it up and went, oh, there you go. I don't think I've ever heard of the word jute before. And now I'm holding a bag made of jute. There we go. It was a bit of an odd thing. I was, finally. They got around to making a bag out of the fabric from a lovely people's farm. So I've actually now seen a jute sort of fabric bag, which was, it was just a little sort of Hessian type, fabricy type thing. But yeah, there we go. So I've now seen some jute. It is no longer as much of a mystery to me as it once was. Right, there we go. Splendid. So we'll do that. And then I'd like to get these fields in. Hang on a minute, hang on. Let's do some soil surveys. Rock and roll. There we go. Do that one. And then, go like that, please. Sort that bit out as well, because we might as well. And I mean, yeah, these are probably going to be fields again for something. Maybe even more orchards. I don't know. So we'll just do some more soil sampling again because we can and it makes sense. So we'll do that. The cost again is largely material, isn't it? Go like that. Bring it down. Okay. That bit looks okay, possibly, for a field. This bit here not looking so hot, is it? There's quite a lot of red bits in there, which imply that it's not great. And then down here, this field is looking a bit better, but now I've said it's looking okay. So I imagine loads of red bits are going to pop in. There's a little red bit down here. And then a red bit, a big, gigantic, chunky red bit over there. Okay. Oh, and a massive red bit over there. Okay, so not ideal. Not ideal, really. But there we go. We'll do that bit there and that bit there. Do you know what I'd like to do? Ideally, before we actually wrap things up, I'd like to just get everything done. Do all of the bits that we haven't done. Like, you know, the road, the main road bit, just everything. Or under all the buildings. Just because, why not? Why not? Then it's just another thing completed then, isn't it? I'm just going to spend some money on soil sampling under these buildings for no reason. There we go, look. That'll keep somebody busy for a bit, won't it? We're providing jobs to the people. We're supporting the local economy. That's good. Right. Okay, let's get some fields in. So, yeah, this bit here, that is... Oh, yeah, that's where the plums are going back in, which is weird. So we'll have a field there, like that. And then we will have another field like that, which is going to be a little bit narrower because we've got these barns here, but that's okay. And then, yeah, that means we can have a road running along the left-hand side, keeping it all nice and consistent. Okay, so pop that in like that, and then go to here, grab us a road, and bring it all the way down here. Okay, so like that, and then, yeah, bring that along probably to there. And then, yeah, do we want that big road to carry on? Possibly we do. So bring that down like that. There we go. That'll do. And there's a little space here for something. I don't know. So another 2 fields for trees and things. Okay, so let's hang on a minute. Have we got a pump nearby? 92 grand. Yes, fine, whatever. Yes. Just install irrigation systems everywhere because we can. All right, change the fertilizer to manure. And then over here, do that one as well. And then what do we grow? So, yes, hang on a minute. So let's say apricots. So apricots are a perennial plant. So filter it on perennial plants. So that kind of brings it down to a few. We've got apples. We've got apricots. I mean, what's going to look good? I was thinking more orchards, but I mean, blackcurrants take 50 days to grow. Is that all? Just 50 days? That's not very long, is it? You look at the apricots, 300 days. I'm thinking maybe we have a fruit section like that somewhere else on the farm. I think, yeah, we grow sort of berries and things somewhere else. We can have like blackcurrant fields and things like that somewhere else. And this is more sort of, you know, big trees with fruit on. That's what I'm thinking for these 2 fields. What if we try to grow some tangerines? That seems like quite a fun thing. Let's go for that, shall we? Yay for tangerines. So they take 300 days to grow. That's fine. But if we're able to grow them successfully and we get a decent harvest out of them, we could make nearly 1 million farm manager monies, which is just a silly amount. And I think it sort of looks okay in terms of temperatures. So yeah, 10 degrees C is the sort of the optimal temperature range, but the survivable range is 0. So we should be okay. We should be fine. It gets a little bit cold, but for the most part, they should be okay. So how about here on the lovely people's farm, we grow some tangerines, which is certainly going to be very interesting indeed. So there we go. And yeah, I want to sort out all the kind of soil properties. So pH 6 to 7.5. So 6.75 for that. Although where it is sort of okay, but in the middle is probably better. And then nitrogen, 150, 200. So 100, oh, I'll put it on 150, but the nitrogen is pretty much spot on. That's quite good. And then, yes, we've got the water pump to make it on, what is it, 50? Yes, 50% humidity. There we go. So that's that sorted. So we can grow some lovely tangerines. And then over here, we can grow, again, do the perennial thing. A slightly smaller crop of something else. I mean, I'm thinking maybe cherries. Cherries, that's a similar thing, isn't it? So yeah, they are 300 days. So again, it's another big, long kind of growing process thing. We can make nearly 1 million farm manager monies. The temperature is possibly a little bit better, look. 4 to 35. That's a little bit better. So yeah, maybe we will go for cherries. And then yeah, in a whole other bit of the farm, which we haven't got to quite yet, but we will maybe at some point, we can just have a load of fruit fields of like berries. So we can have gooseberries, because that'll be nice. And then we'll get some of the black currants in. We'll get the raspberries in. Anything else that grows sort of in 50 days, I think. That could be quite good, couldn't it? To get some of those in. Oh, that's kind of extra. And get some strawberries, actually. We could do that as well. That'd be quite fun. But yeah, I think that's what we do. So, where I've lost where they are. Where is it? Cherries. There we go. So, yeah, all right. We'll have some cherries, thank you. So the water should be okay. Desire value 75. That's about right. Yep, that's all good. Nitrogen 150. Okay, so slightly top that up if you'd be so kind. And then pH 6 to 6.5. That's quite a narrow window. So 6.25 should do it for the pH. And there we go. Use that fertilizer. Will they get all that done before the end of the year? I don't know. If they do, then that's really good. We could possibly see them sort of coming to fruit, is that the term? Next year, which would be quite good. But they haven't got that long to actually get the plants in before, it becomes winter time and such. We will see. We will see. We have got a load of apples over here ready for harvest. Oh, there's apples over here that are being harvested. And soon the apricots are going to be ready. So yeah, it's very much fruit o'clock at the minute, which is good. This is a good thing. Oh, hang on. Not enough space. Flax. Okay. Right, that flax field is ready for harvest, but we need some more flax room. Oh dear. Okay. Maybe what we need to do is possibly sell a bit more flax. I think possibly, hang on. Where are we? If we go to auto trade, all these things, I think we can sell above, say, 30,000. Because we are getting multiple harvests of these. So sell above 30,000 jute. Sell above, where are we? 30,000 kilograms of sunflowers, 30,000 kilograms of the hemp, and 30,000 kilograms of the jute. And of course, if they then clear that out, if they move the jute around, then that'll free up some more space in warehouses and such like. So we should be okay. Not enough space, flax. Not enough resources, flax. This doesn't make any sense, game. Is there room or not? You tell me. You tell me. Yeah, so we don't have a space for flax, but there's not enough flax. No, barn 1. No, there we go, right. That sorted that out. So now we should, we're down to 30,000 flax. Need 28,000 more space in that greenhouse. But I've just sold a load of flax, so there should be loads of room in the warehouses and the barns, because we just cleared a load of it out. Don't really understand. Okay, we'll have 35,000 flax in that one then, and that might have to. There's loads of. What are you talking about? There's loads of room in there. I don't really understand all this. Just take the flax from a place and put it in a barn. Find some room somewhere. Just cram it into a barn. It will be okay. We have run out of trout meat and carp meat. Okay, right. To keep things ticking over with that, we could just buy some in. I don't want to buy any flax, thank you. Oh, crikeys. No. Carp meat and trout meat. We will just buy... it's not a lot, is it? We'll buy 1,000. 1,000 of that. 1,000 of that, just to make sure that doesn't struggle again. And yet we've got so much money, it doesn't really matter. So do that. Boop. Sorted. So that should get rid of a few things. And then, then we just got these slightly conflicting message of, what's going on here? Stop giving me these warnings, farm manager. You're confusing me. Okay, hang on. Let's move away from that and hope the flax sorts itself out, because that is a bit silly. How are we looking down here? About a third grown? Oh, that grows really quickly. Okay, the nori grows very quickly. This warehouse here, potentially just bring that down just to cover these. That can just be a warehouse for these things. That would be quite good. There we go. And how are we doing? Oh, they've done some work on these fields. I'm quite surprised. They've ploughed them, so it's cultivating the nitrogen. The fertilisation does take a while, to be fair, and they are quite big fields, but they will get round to it. Yeah. Again, barn. I mean, it just says need 24,909 more space. I mean, can these barns reach that field? I think they can. I think most of these barns are reaching that field, but they're all full. Because, you know, we gave special priorities to the different barns. Maybe... Hang on a minute. Hang on. Are they on a slightly higher rate? No, they can still reach. That one there, 50,000. That one there's full of other stuff as well. And these barns down here, does that reach? That just reaches. Okay. Do you know what? In here, we can store 50,000 flax. There you go. Put it all into that one. Put it into there, please. Are we moving time on? Stick it all in this one. Loads of room in there. Look, it's going to be fine. I don't really understand what the problem is. There's loads of room. Take it out of the field and put it elsewhere. I don't understand. There's loads of space in the warehouses. I don't understand, game. I don't get it. In here, look, there's so much room. I'm confused and befuddled. Right. Okay. Can we put a barn anywhere else to make the game happy? And can I press the right button to maybe allow that to happen? Logistics. Barn. Right. Can we put a barn somewhere around here? Is it going to fit? No. So that hill gets in the way of the barn being around there. Anything around here? Can we just sort of slot it in? No, that's a bit of a nuisance. Can it sort of fit behind here in a bit of a cheap, nasty way? No, it's not going to fit along there. Okay, so we can't put a barn over there to fill in any of that space. Where else could a barn go? I mean, hang on a minute, hang on. If we put a barn just here, does that reach that field? Yes, it does. I was kind of hoping that maybe we could have more oil factory things, though. So I don't... Oh, hang on, what about that corner? Can it fit on that corner? We could put one just there. That reaches that field. Yeah, okay. Put another barn in. Possibly we've not done this whole bit very well, but never mind, it's all fine. Right, clear that. Clear that. Clear that. And do you know what? Clear the tomatoes as well. We don't need to have that... Oh. Okay, our little list at the top can't have nothing on it. Okie dokie. Right, so put this in. Let's see if this makes a difference. We'll see if that does anything. And also, do you know what? Let's get another one of those in. Because they're always quite a handy thing to have around, aren't they? We'll put 3... Just drop 2 of those in, actually. That's fine. They can just go in over there. Right, get the barn done. And let's see if that sorts out that problem. There we go, look. There is now ample storage. And there we go, yes, it's now done. And now it's telling us there isn't enough resource. There's not enough flax. I think there is. And I think you're being silly, game. Right, they're working on that field over there. More importantly, are they working on these fields over here? Yes. Okay, that one is being cultivated. That one has been cultivated. They're now waiting for the nitrogen and pH bits and bobs. So that should be on its way sort of soonish. Right, this is looking good. This is all coming together quite nicely. Let's do a little bit of sort of road maintenance type stuff. So put that in like that. Oh, I've not nailed that very well, have I? Like that. Go in like that. Hang on, what? Why can't that go in there? Oh, hang on, because I've put 2 regular road bits in. No, that doesn't work like that. Hang on a minute. Yeah, bring that in like that. Perfect. Nobody noticed. And then, yes, over here, there's a little bit of an oddity, isn't there? So how about we get a road coming along the side of there, And there we go. That links that bit up. So if you wanted to go to here, you don't have to drive all the way around. You can just go straight on. There we go. Lovely. And I think everything else is looking pretty good. I'm sort of thinking, while I'm chatting away, speaking whiffle, where we could put the whole sort of bit that we were talking about with the with the berries, with raspberries and strawberries and blackberries, whatever they were, all those things. I was wondering where they could go. I think what we do is get another couple of orchards zoned out, so one over here and one over here, next to the new orchards that are sort of being prepared, and then that means all of the orchards are going to be next to each other, nice and adjacent, a great big fruity bit of the farm. And then over here, between the orchards and the cultivation ponds and the very edge of the map that we can build on, we could then have a big load of fields that grow lots of berries, strawberries and blueberries and blackberries and raspberries and whatever else we can do. We can grow them around here and possibly even a little bit down here. I think that would be quite a good plan. I think that's what we might do. Not right now, because that's going to take ages. Because as well, yeah, we might need another little area, maybe around here, full of farm machinery. Because at the minute, if we did zone that out with all sorts of fields and things, they're going to have to get their tractors from... Oh, crikey. Okay, it's really far away. It's from the original store over here, that's just too distant. That is way too far away. So, yeah, we need a whole new bit over here with farm machinery and a mechanic and a biofuel tank and all that kind of stuff. We would need a lot of stuff going in. But I think that's what we do. I think that sounds like quite a good plan. Now, the only thing is about that plan that, yes, okay, we're not going to put that in right now, but we might as well zone out this field here and this field here for the two new orchards. Because, yeah, we might as well just get that done. Oh, we've already done the thing. We've already done the soil thing. Yay for us. Just for the sake of completeness, because these are going to be fields anyway at some point, we could just get this done as well. We could just go, yeah, there we go, just zone all this out. I can't see where we've gone to on the edge there. I'm not quite sure. Around there somewhere, possibly. We'll go to the edge of the map, look. We'll get all of that done. So work on all that, please. Yeah, do all that as well, because we might as well. Not quite sure what we've paid from what we haven't, but there we go. So that whole bit there covered. And then, yes, we will go to here, and we will have a field just there. I think that's right. It's quite hard to see when you've got the soil overlay thing on. It's quite hard to work out where, like, roads and things are. But I think that's about... In fact, no, that one's got to be a bit narrower, hasn't it? To fit. Yeah, there we go, like that. So, boop, that goes in like that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That one's a tiny bit narrower. And then bring the big road down like that. And then we'll have the little road coming across like that. And there we go. Right. So now, what do we grow in here? So hang on, we have to fit a pump. Oh, botherations. Okay. There isn't a pump. But we can put one here, look. There's a load of room over here. We can put a pump in. Right, okay, yeah, everything's fine. Everything's good. Will it reach? Does it reach all of those fields? It reaches the ones that we need it to reach. Okay, do you know what? Put that in. It does have power game, because there's a thing right next to it. There we go. Right, yes, absolutely. Irrigate that, please. Irrigate that, wonderful. Fertilizer, let's use some lovely, lovely manure. Okay, here we go. Let's go back to picking some more things. I mean, what's going to be tolerable? What's going to be tolerable? We need to look at the temperature ranges. So, like, you know, this here, bananas, not going to work. Not going to work in Northamptonshire. Northamptonshire's climate not good for growing bananas. 18 degrees. We need something, yeah, like cherries is 4 degrees. Gooseberries, that's one of the ones we grow on the other bit of the farm that we just talked about. But look at -2 to 30. They've got a good range of things. Grapefruit. Do you know what? Kiwis, look. 10 to 50. That might work. Let's grow some kiwis. 260 days. You get a good amount of money for them. And this isn't the biggest field either, I don't think. So, yeah, do you know what? Kiwis. Let's add them into the mix, shall we? So the humidity thing should be sorted. The pH 5.5 to 7. So what's the middle between that massive penge? 6.25, I think. I think it was fine where it was, but we'll make sure it goes to the middle. Oh, hang on. Where did it go? Oh, that's kiwis. Oh, no, that isn't the big field. Oh, okay. No, I did that a bit wrong. I thought we'd just done the smaller field. Never mind. Right, so kiwis. So yes, 6.25 pH and 125 nitrogen. Again, it's not too far off, actually. That's pretty good. And then, yeah, that's that done. That's that set up, and the humidity should be fine because we've got the water pump thingamajig. This one here, what do we grow? So we looked at the top ones. Let's go to the bottom. Anything else that we could possibly grow that might not be impossible? I mean, pomegranates. This is an unusual thing, but 7 degrees C up to 40. And you make nearly 1 million farm manager monies, and it takes a long time, as you would expect. Like the, hang on, what did we just put in? What did we just put in? We just put in the kiwis, didn't we? Hang on, how long were they taking to grow? 260 days. So why don't we put pomegranates in? Because they've got a good temperature range. That seems pretty good. We've already got plums. Plums are fine. Papayas, that's a bit too hot. Pineapples are a bit too hot. Oranges are possible, but I think... Oh, hang on. Limes. Oh, get a whole citrus thing going on. So we could get limes, or we could get pomegranates. 922 for those. We get over 1 million for limes. Let's grow some limes. Why not? Let's go for it. There we go. Right, we'll have that as the fertilizer. That's good. pH is 6.75 is what we want it to be, I think. And then nitrogen is 175. So that needs a bit of a top up, but that's okay. It's got the pump. It's 70% water. Right, there we go. There we go. So we're going to grow some kiwis, some limes, some cherries, and some tangerines. We've got some different things going on now here on the lovely People's Farm, which is good. I like that. That's the exciting thing about this, isn't it? How are they doing? They're nearly done. Oh, hang on. We've got a harvest. Look at that. We've got these. We've got 28 lots. Is that it? Out of the... Hang on, aren't there like 50 in there? Unless... Hang on, they put them in here. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of organic nori. Right. Okay, this is intriguing. So now we need to do something with that. We need to do something with the organic nori, which means we could potentially get another one of these in, another food processing plant, and we could start making hosomaki. We'd have to buy the rice in because we don't have our own rice. So we need to buy rice, but we have got our own nori. We have to buy in organic rice. Oh, can you buy organic rice? Oh, we haven't even got the organic shrimp. Why have I done it organic? Okay, I just thought that would be the best thing to do. But no, it's a silly thing to do, and we've wasted all that time. Why did I do it as organic? I just thought, oh yeah, we just combine it all together. We haven't got organic shrimp, so we can't do it at all. Okay, right. I do wonder how many of you had pointed that out from the very beginning. But it's fine. We'll sell them on. We'll sell all that kind of stuff. Oh, they're nearly ready, actually. Hang on. They've done. Okay, manage. I think possibly what we could do is not have these. Let's undo. How do we undo it? How do we undo it? I don't want it to be bio. Oh, we have to sell it. Oh. Okay, do you know what? No, this is fine. We can sell all that. That's okay. Sell all the stuff. So that goes away. And then we can buy them in, but not bio. Oh, look at that. Well, wouldn't you know, this is going to make a bit more sense. Whoops. Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. That is now... The organic pond is being polluted. Oh. In 7 days, plants were converted to inorganic. Oh, that's good. We want that. We want them to convert to inorganic. Because that means that we can make use of them. Okay, right. We might have just... Well, I say we, the royal we. I might have just bumbled around and got something good happening there. It might not be enough time for these. But I think the lotus stuff might actually work. Although... The lotus stuff, we might want as organic. Oh, this is going to get complicated, isn't it? Hang on. Oh, no, it wasn't in there. It was in the vegetable processing plant, was it? That can take... Oh, yeah, that's just organic lotus. Okay. So we want the lotus stuff to be organic, but not the nori. Okay. This is, hang on, manage, sell everything. Okay. That should then go back to being fine. Okay, so they are now, that's all been harvested. That's all sorted. Okay, well, what do we do now then? This is going to get into a tricky situation, isn't it? We want these. We want lots of lovely organic lotus stuff, because then we could put them into a factory and sell it on. But the nori, we don't want to be organic. But where can we put it? Like, what is the range? What is the range on this? If I put some over here, is that too near? Is it going to mess this up? I don't know. I'm not quite sure how that works. Okay, right, we need a plan. Oh, hang on, they're doing this field as well. Yay, this is good. How have they done with that, by the way? They're doing the pH fertilisation on both of the new orchard fields, the first ones that we zoned out. Okay, so these, yes, we want those to be organic, because they don't need any other ingredients to get turned into the organic pickled lotus stem thingamajigs. This stuff here, though, cannot be organic because we haven't got the other ingredients we need to make the little kind of sushi roll thingamajigs. So we need to move these potentially. I mean, in theory, could we... I mean, is that going to be enough of those? I don't know. They do take a long while to grow. Maybe what we do is change this round. Maybe that can be just more lotus stuff. Just do that. And this, they've just harvested that, haven't they? So there you go. Yeah, right. Okay, this is fine. Everything is fine. So sell all of that and then buy bio lotus stuff. All of that, please. So, organic lotus, organic... Okay, they're all organic lotus things. And, very handily, they're growing at different times. So these are ready to harvest in, I don't know, half the growing time. So 45 days. These will be 90 days. So there's not going to be a big pile of the stuff ready to go to the factory to get turned into the pickled stuff, and then none for ages. We've got kind of a staggered supply going on. Yeah, that's why I did it that way. That was intentional. Of course it was. So maybe then, do we need to say, what if we put the thing, would it fit here? No, they don't fit like that. Yeah, I don't know where these need to go. So if we put that there, for example, is that gonna... Is that too... That's going to be too near. I think people have said a difference of 5. We might need to do some experimenting with this. How about we have a little go at that? So 5 squares away. So that's 1, 2... Oh, I did that wrong, didn't I? So 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 spaces away. So if we put one just there, is that going to be okay? And then we can have another one just here, possibly. Let's give that a go. We'll connect it up, get a road in, get it built, all that kind of stuff, and just see if the game is happy with this. Right, the thing is it's 5 spaces away from the organic stuff. We have got the bio upgrade just in case I want to change things around, but right now we're not going to go for that. So, regular nori, let's buy that, shall we? So 20 grand, normal nori, fill it up, boop. Is that okay? Are these things having a moment? I think they're okay. I think they are fine. Right, there we go. That's quite good, although it has sort of ruined this bit over here because now I don't think we can fit another one in. I think, rather frustratingly, it's 1 space over. Okay, maybe, could we get away with having it... Hang on, if we put one like that, and then we need one there. Can we have it a little bit nearer? Can we possibly do a bit of a test on that just to see if that's close enough? Oh, no, far enough away even from those things. Because if that's fine, we'll just get rid of that and move it over one. And then we can have another 4 nori things over here. So we can have a lotus stuff here and the nori stuff over here. Here we go. Let's go and take a look. So, yes, regular nori stuff. Are they sad? No, they seem to be okay. Right, brilliant. Okay, we need to get rid of this. And then just sort of rejig it a bit, but that'll be fine. There are water plants in the building. Absolutely there are, yes. Okay, sell all of those. Tear it down, thank you. Right, I mean, the weather hasn't really gone very well at the minute, but never mind. So we'll put that in like that. And then have another one. Yay, it can fit in now. Brilliant. And another one like that. Get the road in. And then, yes, we'll get all the nori stuff sorted. Oh dear. Okay, that was a bit of a mess, but yeah, that's what we've come to expect. Here on the lovely people's farm, that's how things tend to work out. So, yeah, there we go. That's sort of making a half decent use of that space. There's a few gaps here and there. I don't imagine we can fit a logistics building into that gap, can we? No. Again, oh, unfortunately, yeah, look at, oh, I know, but it wouldn't fit in with the other things over there. I was going to say it's ever so slightly too cramped. Okay, never mind, that's all fine. Right, okay, let's get all the nori stuff back in, and then we'll get some people as well, because that will be useful. So yeah, buy all the stuff, and buy all the nori, and buy all of the, I'm saying it could be nori, I don't know. Buy all of the stuff, so they're all full, which is good. We'll buy the bio upgrades anyway, just because I feel like, yeah, we should do all the upgrades. Do that, and do that, lovely. And then we just need people to work here. So let's do it this way, shall we? So we've got 4 planty people. Jackson Wells, yes, in you come. Ella Murray, in you come. I think that's it. Okay, not great. Not a great turnout for people that can work with plants on a farm, but never mind. So yep, Jackson Wells and Ella Murray. Okay, right, tick time on a little bit, just to make sure that we do get some more people in to work on these things over here. Right, there we go, plenty people ahoy. So Ezra Hughes and James Burton. They can both come in, and they can both be assigned over here. So Ezra Hughes, and then James Burton. Right, okay. So now we've got a decent supply of regular nori, and a decent supply of the bio-organic lotus stuff. But the plant is hibernating at the minute because, yeah, the weather has turned a little bit and this isn't really suitable weather for these. Although it is snow, but when you move the camera about, the snow sort of vanishes. But as soon as I stop moving, the snow will come back. There we go. Look, yay for snow. But okay, right, so that's that sorted. I think that looks all right. I mean, it's a bit of a mess with these gaps here, but yeah, it got a bit fussy, didn't it, with being close to non-organic things, which I completely disagree with. I don't really understand how a plant over here that's organic is going to be in any way bothered by some stuff over here in a different body of water which isn't organic. I don't really understand. Maybe that is a thing. I don't know. But I think, hang on, I was going to wrap things up. Not enough tomato. We appear to have quite a lot of tomato and not enough cow's milk. Okay. Is that true though, game? Is that true? Do we not have enough cow's milk? There appears to be plenty of cow's milk and plenty of tomatoes. I don't fully understand these things over here. You don't have enough stuff in warehouse 50. Well, move it over then. What's going on? I'm just going to do that and make those errors go away. Hopefully, maybe, possibly at some point. And the other ones are just machines are busy, which is fine. That's understandable. Right, so I think with that done... Oh, no, what we do need to do, actually, hang on. We need to sell all of that stuff. I mean, the demand for it is absolutely through the roof. Look at it. The organic nori demand is 52 grand. Okay, I mean, that's very good. We can't use it for much else, but yeah, that's quite good. Okay, do you know what? We will sell that for 52 grand. I don't think I've ever seen a thing with a plus 100% demand thing on it. I think I've ever seen that before, but okay. So we'll have that 52 grand. That can clear out of the stores, and I think that's it. We haven't quite got the lotus stuff ready. We've not quite got that done. I think it might... Are they dying across the bottom? Is that what that green means? Is that like the health of the plant? Possibly, yes. Okay. Yeah, I think those ones are hibernating. These ones here appear to be still growing a little bit. Not fully understanding why that is the case, because sure, the temperature's kind of the same in this part of the farm. But whatever the case, I think, for now, we pause time and we'll come back next time where hopefully we'll have to get through winter. So we'll get to spring, temperatures can creep up a little bit, we'll grow some of this stuff, we'll get some nice lotus stems, and yeah, we'll get some new buildings over here to produce the pickled lotus stems, and also we can start maybe thinking about making some lovely stuff over here, this stuff, the hosamaki, but not the organic one, because that was never going to work. Because yeah, we've got regular shrimp, so we can mix it with a bit of the nori that we're growing and some rice that we will buy in, because I don't think we can do rice very easily, and make our own little sushi rolls, which would be quite nice. Get quite a lot of money for them as well. So I think that's worth doing. I think that's what we'll try and sort out next time. But yes, we shall wrap things up for now. I mean, yeah, it's been a little bit sort of chaotic and a bit all over the place, with different sort of orchard fields going in, and cultivation ponds, and sorting out storage and selling some flax and whatever else. But I think it's coming together quite well. I'm quite happy with how things are going here on the lovely People's Farm. So yes, wrap things up for now, come back next time and make some new exciting products to sell to you lovely people out there. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Farm Manager World. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time. The city of Cupboard, it can be full of geeks, very loyal geeks to me. It's this sort of stripy hill. That's interesting. Oh, stripy mountain. Sorry, I downgraded you to a hill. Just really irritate the Norwegians. Everyone had gold. People were lying on beds of gold. They were eating gold. They were trying to wash their hair with gold. There was gold literally everywhere in our empire.